Says I can't talk.
Senator Sanders, you are the oldest candidate on stage this evening.
And I'm white as well.
Says I can't talk.
If elected, you would turn 82 at the end of your first term. You'd be the oldest president in American history.
Are you willing, Churchill?
Are you willing to commit American history?
American history.
Yes. Are you?
I was joking. That was a joke.
Says I can't talk.
How's it hanging, dudes? My name is Sean. Welcome back to my channel where we like to poke a little fun at the establishment. Oh man, so I just have to say that whenever I was looking through these channel videos here, one of them got demonetized, which I understand. I figured it's going to happen, person of color. So, it is what it is. They'll probably release it. It'd be good. So, got all these videos up, but I just wanted to talk about the gaffes from Joe Biden and Bernie Sanders, and just a total cringe fest this was, man. It was bad. So, to the point where even Sarah Sanders got in on it. Well, come on. Yeah, so we'll get into that here in just a second. And, oh, sorry. Had a burp. I just drank a big ice cold Coke, man. Yes. So, ever notice how Coke, it burns so good? Does that make sense to anybody else? Like, I'm not addicted to caffeine. I'm addicted to the burn in the back of my throat. I love Coca-Cola. Anyways, tangent aside, we even had Tom Steyer with his white people. But then, man, it was a total cringe fest, and Bernie, I get what he was going for. That he was they kept digging at him for saying old people and white people, and they kept saying that in person of color. So I get where Bernie was trying to make a joke of, like, and I'm white too. Like, I get that, but the way it came off and the way the camera wasn't on him just made it seem 20 times more awkward than what it would be. Almost to be celebrating, and I'm a white guy too, which he's not, but just people at home tuning into that. Oh, poor Bernie. Anyway, Sarah Sanders. Talking about the Sanders, let's just read. This is great. This is gold stuff, boys. I think you'll like this. Dudes, dudettes. All right. Former White House press secretary apologizes for mocking Biden's comments on stuttering. Sarah Sanders. I don't think it's the same Sarah Sanders. Or the same, I don't think, wait. Who? Bernie's wife. What is her name? I don't think it's the same person. At first I did, but I'm just jumping into this, so excuse me. Everybody knows I'm not the sharpest tool in the shed. Anyway, so it was a standout moment in third. Definitely was a standout moment, but not in a good way. Thursday Democratic debate. Former Vice President Joe Biden appeared to stutter while speaking movingly about the stuttering child he has mentored. First of all, he didn't mentor him. He said that the kid came up to him and was just like, what do I do? I like, I'm sorry, but, kid, your parents need to get on Medicaid, or if they have money, they need to get a speech therapist. Biden's not one to help you out. He's constantly making gaffes constantly. But speaking movingly, did anybody else see that as movingly? I didn't really get the movingly. I just felt like he was people who's had. I feel like he was just like off the cuff making up problems. Everybody else is like, oh, I've spoke to this person, and I have a special needs son, and I've spoken with special needs, and then Biden's all of a sudden like, I want to get on that action too, and okay, so Biden grew up with a stutter and talks often about the bullying he faced. The little kid but who is this? What is this? This the Washington Post. Okay, they're pro Biden. I didn't even know. Okay, all right, it makes sense now. I was like, why are they so friendly to Biden here? Anyways, he's dipping in the polls, by the way, guys. Biden and Warren and Buttigieg is saying about the same, but Warren and Biden is dipping. So, the little kid who says, I can't talk, what do I do? Biden said, affecting a stutter on the I. I have scores of these young men and women that I keep in contact with. Minutes later, the Trump's former secretary, Sarah Sanders, sent a tweet with 15 eyes in a row, a topographical insult aimed at Biden. Yeah, her and like and like 7 million other people. I have absolutely no idea what Biden is talking about. Within moments, Biden's Twitter account engaged Sanders. I've worked my whole life to overcome a stutter, he tweeted, and it's my great honor to mentor kids who have experienced the same. It's called empathy. Look it up. Okay, fair enough. But at the same time, with all the memes and all the stuff, he has to be aware of his of his memelyhood, right? He has to be aware of that. And why did you think that would be a? He should have premised it. He should have set it up. I mentor a kid with stutters, and he always has a problem with stuttering, much like I did. A lot of times he will say, and then go into that way. He just rolls right into it. Like he's making fun of him. That's what it looks like. That's what it seems like. So it definitely seemed like he was mocking the kid. It really did. So a few minutes later, Sanders apologized for her comments and deleted the offending tweet. I actually didn't know that about you, and that is commendable, Sanders tweeted as response to Biden's missive about the work to overcome his stutter. I apologize and should have made my point respectfully. Biden's childhood stutter is a central part of his political story. How? I thought malarkey was... He frankly talks about overcoming it on the campaign trail and about using his story to give hope to children in similar problems. What does that have to do with policy? Okay, you overcame a stutter. That's the reason why you should be president? Yeah, I'm not buying that one. No, not buying that one. He also detailed his battle with stuttering in an article in Atlantic. He described a middle school teacher who mocked his stutter, asking him to Mr. Biden. What's the word? Look. People want to talk about bullying and stuff like that. Like, a certain amount of self-deprecating humor, a certain amount of poking and prodding is needed. People have too thin of a skin. You need to build a thick hide. When you're in school, things like that's going to happen. When you get out in the real world, people are going to be worse to you. You need to be able to build up. You can't be coddled. You know what I mean? Not everybody can't get a first place trophy. It's just the way it is. You know what I mean? Like, for example, people get mad about fat shaming. But guess what? I have a brother-in-law who lost over 100 pounds. You know why? Because he was fat shamed. He got tired of people talking about his weight. If you start celebrating it, he has no reason to get healthy. I'm not saying you have to go and attack somebody and make them feel bad and denigrated. But be real. Just be real. Like, hey, man, I'm concerned about you. And, you know what I mean? Like, you're out there shopping with them. Like, don't you hate buying these kind of clothes, man? Like, come on, man. Let's go get a health shake. You know what I'm saying? Let's go to the gym. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's still pointing out their flaws. You know what I mean? But it's doing it in a way that's not. It's a nice middle road. That's what I'm trying to say. So, go on to say, when Biden speaks of his childhood stutters to voters, he describes it as both a source of his empathy and something he has overcome. He also often contrasts his struggle with Donald Trump's mocking of a disabled reporter and saying his stutter helped him learn to take on bullies. That's the thing. See, that's it. He just made my point for me. Because you were bullied, it gave you a thicker skin and made you stand up to them. See, it's a nice back and forth. You gotta have one to get the other. If everybody is all kumbaya all the time, then things are gonna stagnate. And if people are constantly vitriolic, things are going to stagnate. You got to tread that middle ground. You know what I mean? You got to get on that tight wire. So he said, he finishes off by saying, if you believe we need to bring empathy back to the White House, Biden said in a tweet that quotes Sanders, including a fundraiser link, chip in $5. I used to stutter. I overcame it. Give me $5. No, I'm sorry, Biden, but just because you overcame a stutter does not qualify you to be president. You have some qualifications, but your corruption disqualifies you, in my opinion. But yeah. So we got Tom Steyer's whole white people. We got I Biden, and we got a white guy Bernie. Oh, the cringe fest, man! The cringe fest. Oh goodness. Hope you guys enjoyed. I really do. I might be uploading that Q&A, the pre-debate show. So let me know in the comment section if you guys want me to do that. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. All that good algorithmic jazz. I'll see you guys in the next one.
Because I can't talk.
1, 2, 3, 4.